What's up, everybody? Today we are taking a look at Trump the Game. This was made by Milton Bradley in 1989. There is the side of the box, the top of the box. And again, the front there, you have Donald Trump. And it says, it's not whether you win or lose, but whether you win. Classic. So we take a look at the back. Trump, it's like no other game you've ever played. Now you could share in the excitement of high-stakes deal-making. Just remember, play to win or don't play at all. Trump the game. Your pulse is racing, your adrenaline is pumping. You're on the brink of a multi-million-dollar deal. Get ready to share in the high-stakes, risk-taking world of Donald Trump. Take charge. Bid against opponents for the hottest properties. Buy a classy casino for a mere $80 million, then watch the profits pour in. Maybe a $200 million hotel is more to your liking. Or how about your own airline? Just don't pay too much for a property, you could lose your shirt. The real deal making begins after all the properties are purchased. Just about anything in the game can be bought or sold. If you are clever and quick, you can earn millions, even billions of dollars. When all the dealing is done, count up your cash. The player with the most money wins. And now let's open this up. Here we got the rule book. Trump the game. Go right on ahead. There you go, all the stuff. The book has a very nice black marble-like look, very classy, very prestigious. And here is the quick play card. Here is an envelope, I guess you want to complain or be a Karen about it. Or maybe, I don't know, this is like a survey. Yeah. Alright, so we got the board here, and here is all the money. It's kind of just flopped around everywhere. So here is all the cash. Here is a $10 million bill. Here is a $50 million bill. And here is a $100 million bill. Here are all the cases in case you own the property. A hotel, airline, cruise line, casino, tropical island, the convention center, the sports complex, and whoop, this one's breaking apart. Here we have just an office building. Here are the 4 pawns. They're in the capital letter of T. We got a blue, a black, a white, and an orange. Alrighty. Here we've got T. I think that is on the side where the 6 dots would be. Yes, it is. So a very, very exclusive die that you could only get in this game. So there's that. And here are all of the Trump cards. So here's all the Trump cards. This is what the back looks like. On the front here, we got different cards that go to different things. Some kind of chance cards here. Here you could force the sale of any property. One, you are out of the bidding. So all different kinds of cards for that. Now let's set up the board. Okay, so how to set up this game. It's 3 to 4 players. So you gotta have at least 3 people and no more than 4. Very specific number here to play this. So first up, the object is to have the most money at the end of the game. Trump the game is played in 2 separate and unique phases. Part 1 is the buying phase. During this phase, you move your pawn around the game board, accumulate cards, play cards, and buy properties. Part 2 is the dealing phase. During this phase, you play cards in your hand and make all kinds of exciting deals. The setup is put property boxes on their matching game board spaces. Here's the office, sports complex, the convention center, tropical island, hotel, casino, cruise line, and airline. All right, so next up, what we got to do is put one $50 million bill in each property box. So we got our money here. Let's put them on in. Okay, next up, what we got to do is give each player 400 million and 5 trump cards. All right, so next up, number 4, players place their trump pawns on the start space on the game board. Right there is the start space. All right, so here is the buying phase. Your goals are to collect trump cards and try to buy properties on the game board. On your turn, you can do 2 actions. Draw a card from the top of the draw pile and add it to your hand. Then do either of the following. Roll the die and move your pawn around the game board, or play a card from your hand and do what the card says. If you decide to roll the die, move your pawn clockwise around the board the number of spaces shown on the die. Note, anytime you roll T, take a card at random from another player's hand, then roll the die again to move your pawn. Okay, so we'll put the draw pile right there. Let's take one off the top. So what do we got? If you own at least one property, collect profits of 40 million. We don't, but hey, we collected a trump card anyways. Let's roll the die. We got a 5. So let's take the orange one here. Clockwise, we got to go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Add 30 million to any unowned property. Take another trump card. So we will add 30 million to it. Do I take this from my own money or not? I don't think so. I think we take it from there. Okay, so put the indicated amount of money from the bank into the slot of unowned property box of your choice. So, yeah, okay, there we go. So it's from the bank. Here is 30 million. Let's choose... I want to do the casino. Okay, so say we roll the die again, blah, blah, blah. We get a 1. Oh, I landed on convention center. So in order to buy the convention center, there's going to be a 3-step process. An opening bid is made, the bidding continues, and then the bidding is concluded. So the opening bid is made from their cash in hand. Players secretly take the amount of money they want to offer for an opening bid. If you choose not to make an opening bid, you are out of the bidding for the property. The broker then asks all players to simultaneously place their cash bids in front of them on the table. Starting with the broker, players announce their bids in a clockwise direction. This determines the highest opening bid. The bidding continues. Players continue taking turns in clockwise order, trying to be the highest bidder. To increase your bid, you must top the last high bid by at least $10 million. So here it just shows you more cards that you could use to your advantage, basically. And then, yeah, so we do that all the way throughout until all the properties are bought up. And then we get to part 2, the dealing phase. Your goals here to play the cards in your hand to make money, make deals to acquire even more money. So part 2, players no longer use the game board and no longer draw cards from the draw pile. On your turn, do one of the following. Play a card from your hand. Most of the cards that you played in part 1 can still be played. Make a deal using cards, cash, and or property. You can offer a deal to any other player with the goal of making an honest profit. And 3, you could pass. So more on making deals. You can practically make any type of deal imaginable, and it can be as simple or as complicated as you want. Deals may involve selling, loaning, trading, buying, or borrowing properties and or cards. Example, let's say you own the hotel property. Another player has a hotel profits card worth 60 million. You might offer to buy the card so you could play it, or you might offer to sell your property to the player with the hotel profits card. When you make a deal, you must always try to honor it. You cannot lie to another player or intentionally break a promise. And then winning the game. When all cards have been played, all deals made, or all players consecutively pass, the game is over. Players count up their cash in hand and the money inside any property boxes they own. The player with the most money wins. So this is basically a all-out kind of outlaw-style Monopoly game, where at the beginning, yeah, people buy up all the properties, but then they're not really bound to any rules when it comes to when everybody owns everything, and that's when the nitty-gritty starts happening and people start doing, backdoor deals and all this kind of stuff. Just really bargaining and just going against all rules that Monopoly would be. This is where you would go. Would be like the bad boys version of Monopoly, basically. And yeah, it sounds like a pretty cool game. I'd never played it before. I just happened to have this board game and decided to bring it out just to see how cool or how complicated and stupid it could be. It seems like a really fun game, so I would love to have a couple other people here to play it with me. So there you go. That is Trump the Game. Thank you guys for watching. I am DJ Glowing Ice saying peace out.